Hi, everyone. Lynn Sanders here, the Story Empowerment Coach at Difference Makers Media. And I'm excited to introduce you to an amazing business leader and person I consider a friend, Damaris Lorta. And she is the Chief Development Officer at a nonprofit called A Safe Place for Help, where they are helping both women, children, and men who have been abused, who have nowhere to go, and they are facing some major financial concerns because of the recent budget cuts. So rather than me talk about it, I want you to meet Damaris and let her share her story with you. Go ahead, take it away,
Hi,
Damaris.
Lynn. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am very grateful to have you as a partner, a collaborator, supporter of the work that we do, and like you said, a friend. We are here, and we've been talking about the unfortunate financial budget cuts that a lot of nonprofits are experiencing at this moment. And I was sharing how it is really sad that we take our daily life and what we have for granted because a lot of people don't have that luxury. And then by luxury, I mean basic necessities being met. We are facing, a safe place is facing about a $2 million cut in funding, which means that not only are we having to let people go right out of their positions, but that then means that we don't have these programs available for our community, and that includes programs such as our housing support services, um, our health services, where we provide assistance to connect people to healthcare, to medicines that they need to be healthy and well. And just again, meeting basic needs. For an example, I was sharing with you is individuals coming to our emergency shelter, fleeing from imminent danger from domestic violence or human trafficking. And they come into our facility and we provide for them your paper towels, toilet paper, shampoo, detergent, body wash. And these funding cuts are cutting those budgets in half. So we're not, at some point, right, when we run out of that funding, if we don't have donations coming in, we won't be able to provide that for our clients. And that is very alarming and very sad. And we need the community support. We need everybody to come together. Um, Everybody together will make a difference, right?
Yeah.
So we need the community support. Again, this is not for luxuries. This is not for vehicles. This is not for TV screens. This is for every human right of feeling safe, being in a safe environment, and having your basic needs met. Food, toilet paper, detergent, a roof over your head. That is not, I think, not too much to ask for individuals to step up and support this cause.
So this is a safe place for help. You can find that at safeplaceforhelp.org. Can you tell us how many people you serve and what is the need like, Damaris? How many would you like to
Last
serve?
fiscal year 24 that just ended, we have served almost 33,000 individuals in the Lake County and surrounding areas. And that is throughout our wraparound services, which include emergency shelter, housing programs, counseling, legal advocacy, our family visitation center, where we provide custody exchanges and supervised visits, our youth programs that go out and do outreach and intervention at schools, and community events. So all of those programs put together, we have served over 33 of our community members.
33,000, you said.
33,000, yes.
30. And your aim is to reach how many more people? Because you mentioned you want to build more shelters. People have nowhere to go and you are at capacity. So what
We
would
are
you
at
like?
capacity, and it is our emergency shelter. Can potentially hold up to 33 individuals, but our request at one given time, right? Our requests are over 70 people at one given time, and we're having to turn people away. So really our need and our growth is to meet the need of the community. Um, Unfortunately, again, with cuts, that 33,000 individuals is going to be less because we don't have the funding or the staff to be able to meet that need. So it just impacts not our necessarily our bottom line, obviously our bottom line number, but really it impacts the number of people that we're going to be able to serve.
Right? And what's the risk if you can't serve them? What's going to happen?
The risk is they're in an abusive relationship, right? They're being abused, they're being violated. And that's a trickle down effect, right? Because then if kids are present in the home, they're being exposed. The trauma that comes behind that, we've heard, politicians talk about it and our supporters is a trickle down effect. Then you have higher levels of crime, right? You have higher levels of illnesses that come out of the stress and the violence in the home. For corporate or businesses, you have people calling in, not showing up to work because they can't function, right? Or because they're hurt. So it impacts the community as a whole.
Wow. So, anyone listening here, please, please support a safeplaceforhelp.org. You can go to that site, and I imagine you can donate right from the site. Is that
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
And
Yes.
you're just think of it, you're helping save a life, and you're helping save multiple lives. As Marie said, it's a trickle effect. So, this organization is helping women, children, and men, people who are being abused, who have nowhere to go. And your help, together, we can make a bigger difference. Your help will mean so much. I want to thank
Thank
you,
you.
and please do what you can, especially at these times where everyone needs help. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.
You're welcome.